This is your 10 more minutes with me, Jaslyn, your morning toast. Welcome to Up in 10 Club. That was a simple one that time. Brent still can't hear these. He just hears the clapping of the things. So, we don't have a main topic this time. I thought I might ask you a few silly questions.
Okay.
What's the last thing you bought?
The last thing I bought was... I bought a bunch of stuff just before I started recording. I bought some tissues. I bought some Coke. Coca-Cola, not Coke. I don't do that.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, the cola kind. I bought some pizza for the freezer. Yeah, that's about it.
You're going to have a good night with your tissues and your Coke and your pizza.
They're not for that.
I meant to wipe up any grease that you might drip.
Okay, yeah, see, they might be for that.
Okay, we're going to play a game.
Alright.
And it's called Make This Sentence Worse.
Oof, okay. Might be good at that.
Oh, no, I can't think of anything. I've gone blank. Ice Cube won a Grammy Award, but...
Ice Cube won a Grammy Award, but it was for Best Country Song. That ain't right. Let me see.
I was walking in the park and I saw a cute dog, but...
I was walking in the park and I saw a cute dog, but too bad it was shitting all over some kid's leg. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
I bought a lottery ticket and I won $1 million, but...
Bought a lottery ticket and I won $1 million, but wifey taking half of that.
Shade on the wifey. I got a delicious big pizza delivered, but...
I got a delicious big pizza delivered, but the delivery person smelled like ass, and it killed my appetite.
I notice you think about asses a lot when it comes to making things worse.
Well, depending on the scenario, it can make things worse or it can make things a lot better.
That's fair. Okay, tell me your top 5 pizza toppings.
Top 5 pizza toppings: pepperoni, of course, sausage, onion, chicken is good depending on where you go, and bacon.
So onion was the only vegetable?
Huh?
Onion was the only vegetable?
Yeah. I'm American, so we eat all that meat and shit. That's why we all fat over here.
I love mushrooms and capsicum and artichoke on pizzas.
Never had artichoke on there before. You ever tried anchovies?
Sometimes I've tried them.
How'd you like them?
They're okay. I think I find it a bit salty.
Yeah.
Especially if like with saltier cheese. You're like, okay, it's a bit much now.
That remind me, they had a pizza here I got one time. I think it was at Pizza Hut where the pretzel crust was made out of... the pizza crust was made out of pretzel bread. And it had a bunch of salt on there. But only bad thing, when you bit into it, you had a mouthful of salt pellets.
No.
So it was too much. Yeah, the ratio was off.
I find that anytime there's like a gimmick crust, it's never any good.
Yeah, most of the time. I don't like that when they got the cheese, or stuffed cheese or anything. I don't like that either. Man.
Yeah, it's not good. When I was a kid, I think it was Pizza Hut, they did this thing with like a sausage crust pizza. But the sausages they put in there were like the worst quality sausage you've ever seen in your life. I've never been more disappointed.
They had a pizza here too that had like it was like pig in a blanket, like the little hot dogs wrapped up in the dough or whatever. Like they had that as the crust one time here too. I don't know if they still have it or not. It was weird looking. Pig in a blanket pizza. That's all bad.
Have you ever owned a bicycle?
Yes, and I won't say that word. I got messed up on it several times. I learned how to ride a bike late, and I remember I went to the park with my dad right after he bought the bike, and I was excited. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna ride this bike. And then I rode it for like probably not even a whole minute, and I fell and crashed. And then I got up and was like, fuck this bike. I don't want it no more. And legit, like my dad was like, you don't ride? I'm like, no, I'm done. I went back and sat in the car like I'm going home. I'm going back to play my Dreamcast or PlayStation. And then my friends in the neighborhood, they came up to me one day and they was like, we gonna go ride bikes. You got one? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, come on. I was like, I don't know how to ride it. So they forced me to learn how to ride a bike. That's how I learned, by my friends just making me do it. And then when I fell, they picked it back up and they were like, get back on the bike.
It's good friends.
And I got bullied into it.
Well, riding a bike is a good skill to have.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I did good after a while. I could ride with no hands or ride with the one hand and be waving at people and all that dumb stuff. Funniest thing I ever seen, though, was somebody trying to be cool, though. They were trying to ride with no hands, and they were, like, acting like they were stretching, trying to show off in front of these girls, and ran right into the back of somebody's car. It was the funniest thing ever.
Ouch. I've never been able to ride without hands. I'm too scared. And my current bike can't do it anyway because the wheels are too small in the distance. So I'm off the hook.
You ride your bike a lot. I know I ain't rode mine in forever.
Yeah, I ride it 10 kilometers a day.
I think I rode mine like 10 years ago. More than that even. Yeah, it's been almost probably 15 now.
Damn, I busted out again. What are name 5 things that you don't want your parents to say?
5 things I don't want my parents to say, but they probably did. One thing, me and your dad are about to go in here and fuck. I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
Okay, this one.
You're not really our son.
2.
You were born with a brain disease or something. Your real name is like Bartholomew or something. I don't know. Some weird old name nobody has anymore. And I don't know. You're not black. We lied. I don't know. Oh, there you go. You were switched at birth. There you go.
What would they, if they were going to say that to you, what would you believe if they were like, you were actually switched at birth and you were actually like Cuban or something? Would you be like, checks out?
Probably. I'd be like, I would just, if they told me I was like Cuban or something, I would just go get a bunch of Cuban friends and be assholes toward them and bring them around and just learn how to speak like Spanish and shit. It's like, Ándale, mama! Let's go in there, harass the hell out of them.
I was reading a thing about how some parents have like identical twin babies, and sometimes they're not sure if they got switched at their house. Like,
yeah,
they have like little ways of identifying them, but like one might have washed off. They're like, and the parents are like about sort of 70% sure that the right kid has the right name.
Yeah,
but they may have switched names at some point, which doesn't really matter in the grand scheme. But it's also kind of weird to think about that. Your name isn't your name.
Well, nobody gets my name right anyway, so I get called everything anyway. I have to tell people my name is Dwayne when I go out because nobody can pronounce Brent for some reason.
Brent.
Yeah, Brent. Or yeah, Brett. Brent. Like someone. It kills me when they say Brandon. I wouldn't even be surprised. They add letters. I'm like, how are you adding letters to the name? My name is Brent. Where do you get Brandon from? Like, how are you adding more? I don't get it.
All right, Brandon. Thanks for joining me on Up in 10 Club. But it's time to go. So, in 3, 2, 1. Get up now, please. Bye, Brent. Thanks for being my guest.
Anytime.
Bye.